White show.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your hand? Get that side check, put it in pockets till I get back. Going downtown.
Yesterday I was given a beautiful little code for the game Child of Light, and I was pretty excited for this game. Child of Light tells the tale of Aurora, a little girl trapped in a dreamlike world. Without going into spoiler territory, while the story seems light and fun, which it is, can also be pretty dark and moody, but not feeling forced in any way, which is a good thing. The gameplay section of the game contains a few puzzles, a little bit of platforming, but its highlight is definitely the turn-based fighting system, similar to a game like Grandia, if any of you Japanese RPG fans remember. Does a Western and a Japanese-style RPG mixed together actually work well? We're gonna find out.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your hand? Get that side check, put it in pockets till I get back. Going downtown.
The positives are right in your face. The graphics and level design are superb, wonderfully drawn with lovely animation to boot. Using the engine from Rayman Legends and putting a more RPG fairy tale type setting just struck gold in my book. When it comes to look and detail, this game does nothing but amazing. The gameplay takes a lot from Grandia, but it's very good. A bar meter is presented on the bottom of the screen to let you know who will attack next, also your friends and foes. So, timing your attack well, also interrupting foes by hitting them in the mid-cast will offer enough strategic combat never to get bored, on top of having, of course, elements. On top of that, there's this little blue ball of love who kind of follows you everywhere in the story, and he can blind enemies and giving you a huge advantage. He seems to be taking a shit when he blinds enemies, and I can go on, but we're just gonna, let's just stop talking there. The progression is well paced and never boring. Gaining levels at a good speed on top of mixing up a lot of different moves with party members all works well. I also really enjoyed the fact that each magic skill felt important, something you just don't see in a lot of other RPGs. Now the bad. I only have two faults that really pop into my head. While the story is hardly bad, actually it's pretty good, it seems pretty light throughout a lot of major parts where they could have actually got us attached. Well, I like Aurora and her company, I never felt connected to them. And I want to feel connected in an RPG, and that's just a big no-no when it doesn't work out that way. I also felt that was far too easy, even on hard mode. While some bosses made me think, the game felt a bit grindy at moments because you were actually never in danger of actually dying, with the exception of certain bosses. So I felt this was a flaw, and maybe next time they can make harder enemies, or at least a harder difficulty than just hard mode.
Which one, old man, that ain't got time to shake your hand? Get that side check, put it in pockets till I get back. Going downtown.
I really enjoy Child of Light. You have to understand that my negatives are small but noticeable, but don't let that distract you from a well-made, fun-as-hell game. It has slow moments and the story could have been a bit better paced, but the amount of skills you get, the wonderful world you can explore, and the visuals alone prove it's a very well-made and beautiful game to look at. I give it an 8 out of 10, and I claim that it's a great game, with a few low points, but nothing to hinder it much. If you're an RPG fan and you love this art style, this game is screaming for you at $15.
We gon' I be kick back with my feet up. Got the feeling like you motherfuckers never gon' stop that. Not that, but I got that. And I'm chillin' with the villain and I bet she gon' pop that.